Why hello. So it's been a minute since I hate when people say that. Why did I say that? It's been a while since I've seen you guys. And the reason for that is that I took a break. I just didn't have enough time to devote to BookTube. And now I have all the time in the world since there's a pandemic going on. So that's great. And in a way that's not that great, but I'm trying to find the silver lining here. So I thought, what better way to get back onto BookTube than to do a readathon vlog. The readathon that I'm going to be participating in is the Halloween-a-thon, which is hosted by the SPINEBREAKERS, whose channel I will link down below. I love Megan and Sue's channel. I love their reading tastes. They obviously are big horror fans, and I love that they are doing this readathon. I think it's the second year that they've done it, maybe? I'm not completely sure, but it's definitely the first year that I participated in it. So I had planned to make a video talking about my TBR and the challenges for Halloween-a-thon, but I didn't get around to that because the videos that involve putting makeup on and sitting down and like making sure the lighting's pretty and doing all that stuff, like I'm not interested in doing those right now. Hopefully you guys are cool with the vlog style videos because it's probably all you're gonna get from me for a while, because I don't have to go to work anymore and I don't go in public anymore, so why put on makeup? So the challenges are as follows. Read a book with black or orange on the cover. For this one, I'm going to be reading The Ruins by Scott Smith. You can see that there's black on the cover. And I'm also going to be reading this book for the next challenge, which is read a spooky book and then watch the movie or TV adaptation. I watched The Ruins when it first came out years ago, and I liked it a lot. I remember my sister and I went to go see it in the movie theaters when we were teenagers, and it was a lot of fun. But I've never read the book, and my mom actually just read the book I think last year, and she offered it to me. She was like, do you want to read this book? And I was like, oh my gosh, is that the movie that I saw years ago? And turns out it is. So I'm going to finally read the adaptation and then watch the movie because it's been a really long time since I've seen the movie. The next challenge is to read a book that involves something supernatural. For this one, I'm going to be reading Cold Moon Over Babylon by Michael McDowell. I've never read a Michael McDowell book before, but he's a pretty prominent horror author. And my friend Missy, whose channel I will link below if you guys haven't checked her out. Missy's amazing. I've been really good friends with Missy since I started BookTube, and she read this book and she recommended it to me, and I saw it on sale on Kindle very recently, so I bought it and I thought this would be the perfect book for this challenge, and even texted her and was like, is there something supernatural in this book? And she was like, ah yeah, it's about ghosts. So I was like, okay, yes, that's say no more. The next challenge is to read a book with a spooky word in the title. Now I cannot find my copy of this book, but I will find it before I have to start reading it. For now, I will put up a picture like I have for all the rest of these books. But for this one, I'm going to read the Amityville Horror. I never saw the original movie of the Amityville Horror. Amityville, however you say it, I don't know. But I saw the remake that came out in like 2005 with Ryan Reynolds. But I've always wanted to read the actual book, so I decided to do that for this challenge. The final challenge is to dress up in a Halloween costume with only things you have in your house and or decorate your space for Halloween. I don't think I'm gonna be dressing up. I don't know, unless I get like a wild... Honestly, I probably should, just because it'd be something fun to do. It's not like I have a lot of other stuff to do right now. But I'll most likely just decorate my bookshelves to be Halloween-y and spooky, which they kind of usually are anyway. But I will probably decorate that and show you guys that by the end of this vlog. All right, so it is officially, focus. Oh, it's not gonna focus. Okay, it's officially 12:06 a.m., which means that it is Sunday, April 26th, and the first day of Halloween-a-thon 2020. So I'm going to start by reading The Ruins. And by the way, this is where most of my reading gets done. In my bed. I love it. And in PJs. It's like, that is one thing about this pandemic. I haven't worn makeup or regular clothes in 7 weeks, and it's kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie. So in the last clip, I was about to start reading The Ruins by Scott Smith, and literally 2 minutes after that, I fell asleep. So that's how my start to Halloween-a-thon has gone. I However, I am going to start reading now. It is currently 1 o'clock on Sunday. I don't know, I didn't feel like reading earlier, and to be honest with you, I didn't wake up until like 11. So I've only been up for like 2 hours. Anyway, okay. So, I love that for me. My library. The Ruins, which I thought I had downloaded this on my Kindle before and I hadn't, but luckily it was only like $4.99, so that was awesome. Oh, the cover is different than the cover you see whenever you buy it, but still works for this challenge because it has black on the cover. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this readathon takes place through the 30th. So it's like a 4 or 5 day read. Do I know math? It's like a 5-day readathon, Sunday through Thursday. That's actually one of the reasons why I decided to double up on one of the challenges, or this first challenge. I'm going to be using The Ruins for reading a book with black on the cover, as well as reading a spooky book and then watching the movie adaptation or TV adaptation. But in this case, it is a movie. Because 5 days, I don't remember the last time I read 3 books in 5 days, if it's ever happened. So I just feel like this is the safest way to go. All right guys, so I'm gonna start reading now and I will talk to you once I've done said reading. Hi guys, so same angle, different clothes and hair, because it is now 7:35, several hours later, and I have showered and eaten dinner, and now I'm back and I'm ready to read because I've only gotten about 70 pages in. Don't come at me. So basically, it's very weird to start a readathon on a Sunday. Today has been so gloomy. The weather has just been, it's just like as if I didn't have enough things working against me to make me lazy and like not care about anything. Florida was like, yo, hold my beer. So having said that, I've gotten about 70 pages in and I'm familiar with the story because I saw the movie. I actually looked it up. It came out when I was 18, so I was a senior in high school. I've only seen it like a couple times since then, and it's been a really long time since I've rewatched it, but I liked it a lot. Obviously, I liked it enough to want to read the original source material, which is what I'm doing. I should probably tell you guys what this book is about in case you haven't seen the movie or read the book. This story follows 2 couples who are on vacation in Mexico. They spend their days on the beach, they spend their nights getting drunk, having fun, you know, typical fun in your 20s kind of thing. They meet another person who is vacationing in Mexico and his brother has disappeared. He met a girl who was going on an archaeological dig in these ruins and he followed her and he hasn't been back since. So the guy tells the group of friends about this and they all decide that they're gonna go find the brother. Stupid! But we stand because horror wouldn't be nearly as entertaining if there weren't stupid people out there. So yeah, that's where I am currently. They have just been dropped off by this local who is basically telling them, no, you don't need to go there. I'll take you anywhere else for $15 more. And they ignore the man's warning and, you know, typical. Personally, if a local told me, well, actually, I love haunted shit. So I would probably be just like them and be doomed. So who am I calling stupid, right? Hey guys. So it is currently 1:04 on Monday, April 27th. I haven't done any reading today yet because I've been working, but I'm taking a break now because I am going to make some lunch, which for me is breakfast burritos, because breakfast burritos, you can have them all day long when you're a grown up. So it's amazing. I would eat them for every meal if I could, which I can actually. So maybe I'll start doing that. This whole quarantine thing, it's really made me have to start cooking more. And it's a good thing because I've needed to cook more and learn more recipes and just get more comfortable in the kitchen. So if one good thing can come out of quarantine and COVID-19, it's that I'm growing as a person. I'm adulting and cooking, so yay me. So, in case you're interested, what I use to make breakfast burritos is shredded hash brown potatoes because I am lazy. Oh, actually, I don't usually use these ones. I use the small, just like potato, but this will be fine. Eggs, hot sausage, cheese, and onion. So let's get cooking. This is the finished product. Usually I like to mix some sour cream in there as well, but ours was out of date, so do what you can do. Am I the only one who loves when cats do this? Oh my god, you're so cute. Hi guys. So I just got done eating that delicious lunch, and can I just say those were the best breakfast burritos I've ever made. I've made them like 3 or 4 times since quarantine began, and those were really good. Anyway, it is 2 o'clock and I'm gonna get back to work while also listening to my audiobook, which is not horror related, but I thought I'd share it with you guys anyway. I'm currently listening to Jessica Simpson's audiobook, Open Book. I think I'm like 12 chapters away from being done. I've been listening to it on and off since February and I'm really enjoying it. I was like 11 when Newlyweds aired, so it was pretty much my jam. I watched every season, and I recently rewatched every season on YouTube before starting the book because I knew she was going to talk about her marriage to Nick Lachey. So yeah, I'd really like to finish that because I want to cancel my Scribd subscription just because I'm not a huge audiobook listener. It's not like I'm one of those douches that say, oh, this isn't reading. No, it's not that. I get easily distracted. And when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm usually doing something else. Like right now, I'm gonna start working. And it just takes a lot for me to focus on them. But this one in particular, I wanted to listen to Jessica Simpson narrate it because it's a celebrity memoir. So it's been easy, and when I need to stop if I'm working on something that takes a lot of brain power, I just pause it. But in my day-to-day, just listening to books, I just get so easily distracted and I can't listen to audiobooks. So I want to finish that one up, cancel my Scribd subscription because it is $9 and $10 a month. Still cheaper than Audible, but during this time, I've been looking at like my finances and trying to eliminate spending where I can. So streaming services and audiobooks and stuff like that, the ones that I'm not using a lot, I've decided to say goodbye to at the end of this month. Having said that, I'm only really gonna get rid of Scribd, not Hulu or Netflix or Disney Plus. All right, so this, oh dear. This is what I have to work on organizing. Basically, these are my read books. These books, some of them are read, some of them are not read. And then these books are pretty well already organized. These are the books that I'm gonna be selling on my Depop account, as well as movies and video games. I'm just gonna shut it briefly so that I can then show you guys this closet. In this closet, I have these books. Most of them I've read, I think, or actually maybe it's just like an equal amount of read and unread. I don't know if I'm gonna maybe keep all my read in here and then my unread in there, or unread in here, read in there. I don't know, but I'm gonna divide them definitely. And then over here is, again, a combination of read and unread. Goes back there to here. And as you can see right here, I have like DVDs that are keeping them as like bookends. And here I've got books doing that, but I actually bought some bookends from Amazon that I'm gonna use as actual bookends for that, so I don't have to keep doing that to my books. Yeah, this is gonna be a process. I guess it's time to get started. No time like the present, right? Okay, so this is the finished product. These are all books that I have read, books and graphic novels. Down here, that first stack are graphic novels and like novelty books that I've read. And then these are, I mean, you can see DVDs that are Blu-rays, and you can see like writing books, more graphic novels. I have not read these. Suzu, hold on. What are you doing? Where are you? Sorry about that. So yeah, I've read those, haven't read these. And then down here are books that I'm planning to sell, as well as DVDs and games that I'm planning to sell, and graphic novels back there. And then in here, we have all of the books back there. Most of them, except for this box set and these Buffy books, I have read. Down here are books I have not read, and just like board games that I can't put anywhere else. Down here in the back, all these books I have not read. Up here, these are books that I have read, except for these two, but I've read these, and of course the Hunger Games trilogy, but I'm going to be rereading them very soon for a vlog. I mean, I'm going to be rereading these as well, but I'm not going to be vlogging it, but I'm going to vlog rereading those. So that's why those are out front. Then over here we have books I have not read for the most part. Ooh, I need to move this one back over with the Shadow Hunters, hold on, and this one. But yes, I have not read the majority of these books I have not read. You can just see it's like a variety of fantasy. I have read City of Bones. This is a new edition, but I just put it there. And then back here, it's like mostly adult fantasy. I have read A Court of Thorns and Roses, but I've never continued the series. And then you can see that the rest of my Throne of Glass trilogy series is missing, and that's because it's in my read books cabinet. But I have not read this one, or this one. So I need to read those and finally finish the series. So yeah, there's like a bit of a method to my madness. It's not completely organized the way that I want it to, but it keeps me happy for now. And then there's obviously like room for more books when I finish reading all the books in my room. I mean, that's not going to happen anytime soon, but what I mean is gradually as I read books, I'll add them to these stacks. What are you doing? What are you doing? That took, I don't know, a little over an hour. Wasn't too long, but I'm done now. And yeah, check it off the list. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you guys this amazing picture. I just fell in love with this print. It just gives me like Witch in the Woods vibes. I don't know. I love it. And also kind of like Coraline vibes. That young girl at a well in the middle of the night, in the middle of the woods. And it's just like, I love it. And the artist is Weisenfield. I will link his Instagram down below. He's amazing. He actually did the cover art for a new edition of The Haunting of Hill House. I'll leave a picture of that right here. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's kind of got those spooky, ominous feels to it. And I figured you would appreciate it. Or if you're anything like me, you'd appreciate it, which I'm thinking you are if you're watching this vlog. In which case, hey, let's be best friends. All right, guys, so it is 7 o'clock. I just read about 30 pages. Then I ate dinner and drove my car around a little bit just to get, you know, the oil flowing. Now I'm gonna shower and then I'm gonna get back to reading, and my plan is to finish The Ruins tonight. What's up, guys? Wow. I actually have makeup on and can stand to look at myself, though I also don't have my glasses on, so I'm a bit blurry. But you know what? I'm loving it, so that's what we're gonna do. It is around 10:45 on Tuesday, April 28th, and I have been doing work since 7:30, and now I'm really starting to feel that I stayed up till midnight last night. So I'm drinking my iced coffee and checking in with you guys because I read 50-ish pages of The Ruins last night, and I really wanted to finish last night, but I was just like, dude, don't stay up till 3 o'clock. You have to wake up at 7 tomorrow. So I decided just to be done for the night, and today the plan is for me to finish The Ruins and then start Cold Moon Over Babylon. The Ruins is it's 500 pages. Cold Moon Over Babylon I think is like 250 to 300, and so is the Amityville Horror. So with the way my reading has been going, I'm not too concerned that I'm not going to be able to finish the other two books, but we'll see. The Ruins it's good, it's well written, the writing is really easy to read, but I'm just getting kind of bored. I don't know why, because I really enjoyed the movie, and I'm not the kind of person that if I see the movie and know the story, I'm not entertained by it. But for this one, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm thinking it's gonna be like a 3 stars, a solid 3 stars, but nothing. but nothing that I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I love it, #1. I don't know. I'm right now with 150 pages left to go. Those are my thoughts. Hey guys, so it is currently 11:48 and I just finished The Ruins by Scott B. Smith, I believe is his name. I am deciding to give the book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Typically with 3 stars, it's like, to me, it's nothing special. And there was something special about this book. Having said that, through most of it, it was kind of boring. There was a couple times where I was reading a scene and I was like, didn't I just read this scene? But it wasn't that I had read it. It was just that the same thing was happening again. It was like repetitive. But the ending of the book, the writing that took place in the last like 10-15 pages was like the best writing throughout the entire book. So that's why I'm giving it like 3.5. I should be going to bed, but I'm going to now start Cold Moon Over Babylon by Michael McDowell. This book is going to fulfill the challenge of reading a book with reading a book that involves something supernatural. Hey guys, so it is around 8:30 on April 27th, Wednesday, April 27th or 28th. Wow, I was way off. It's the 29th. Anyway, I'm sorry that this is the first time that I've filmed today, but I haven't done any reading today. I haven't done anything really except work. Story of my life. I'm actually settling in now though to complete challenge #2 for Half-A-Weenathon, which is to read a book, did that part, and then watch the movie or TV adaptation. Oh, back to Cold Moon Over Babylon. I started reading it, I read about 2 chapters and I'm really enjoying it. It takes place in a fictional town of Florida. I think it's fictional. I've never heard of any place called Babylon in Florida, but then again, there's a lot of weird ass places in Florida. So far I'm really liking the book. It gives you a very old Florida feel. Swamps and critters and talking about the land and talking about how they make money by growing blueberries. It's definitely like I usually say I'm the boonies, and when it comes to Florida, where I live is very boonyish, but having read this, that's not completely true. I'm another step away from the boonies because, you know, we have a mall, we have McDonald's, we don't have to drive miles and miles and miles away to get to civilization, though we do in a way. It's like miles to civilization, lame civilization. Then if you actually want to reach civilized civilization, you have to go about 40 more miles. All right, so I'm gonna start. I thought I put it on my, I guess I didn't. I thought I'd put it on my watch list, but I'm about to start The Ruins and we're about to find out if I have to pay for it or not. So hopefully I don't. I'm watching it with my sister, by the way, which is funny because I first saw it with my sister, and we're gonna get started now. So I will check back in with you guys once I have watched the movie. Hey guys, so the glare from the screen is in my glasses. Okay, that's actually really annoying me. Hold on. It's still there. Damn it. So I just finished The Ruins and I remembered it pretty well. Again, I like the movie more than the book. I just think that it does better in a movie format. I mean, it's more suspenseful and all that stuff. But anyway, I thought the movie was pretty good. It was like nostalgic factor and it was a really good adaptation from the book. It was very, very similar. The ending was different. It was different and it was the same. It's hard to describe unless you have seen and read both the movie and the book. But if you have, you know what I'm talking about. So basically, I'm a tomato. So I won the Vlogger of the Year award because it's gone a full day and I haven't vlogged. But the reason for that is because even when I'm working from home, vlogging is a challenge because I have to work. But this is actually supposed to be the last day of Half-A-Weenathon. I literally have, what, 4 more hours? And there's no way I'm gonna read 2 books in 4 hours. So I've decided to extend the readathon to Sunday. Right now, oh wow, there's been anti-diarrhea medicine there that whole time. Didn't happen. Hey guys, so it's a few days later since I wrapped up Halloween-a-thon, and though it did take me a couple extra days, I did finish all 3 books that I set out to read for this readathon. So I'm gonna just do a quick wrap up right now. I talked a lot about The Ruins and my thoughts for that book, but to sum it up, I gave that book 3.5 out of 5 stars because while most of it I felt like was just gonna be a 3-star book, I was like, this is kind of boring, kind of slow. The writing's good, but it's boring and it's slow and it's repetitive. But the last 15 or 20 pages really ended up saving the book for me. I just felt like the writing was really special and beautiful, especially in those last 20 pages. So I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. The next book that I finished was Cold Moon Over Babylon by Michael McDowell. This is like a sleepy, paranormal mystery with some horror elements, and it's basically following the killer of a young girl, and it follows the girl's family and the townspeople as they try to figure out who this killer is. It honestly sounds like it would just be kind of a typical read, like that plot. I've heard it before, but there was something so special about this book. The writing was just wonderful. There were definitely some suspenseful elements. Overall, I just really enjoyed this sleepy, haunting little southern paranormal mystery, and I can't wait to read more Michael McDowell in the future. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. The final book that I ended up reading for Halloween-a-thon was the Amityville Horror by Anson. So I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of the Amityville Horror. This is a supposedly based on a true story that took place in the 1970s in Long Island in a house that was claimed to be haunted. There's a lot of speculation around this book, and people have claimed that it's 100% not true based on speaking with the actual people that this supposedly happened to. I don't know what's real and what's not real, but I love the haunted house trope. I really enjoy it. So the overall story and the plot, I like that a lot. This book certainly did not scare the hell out of me. The writing was okay. It was pretty average. There was overuse of exclamation marks all the time that would kind of it wouldn't really take me out of the story, but it was just annoying. And there were times where it gave me sort of like Exorcist vibes, so that bumped up the rating a bit, because that book is obviously far superior to this one. But overall, I ended up giving this book 3 out of 5 stars because, like I said, I love the plot. I love the trope of haunted houses. And this is like a classic, whether it's technically true crime or just fiction, everyone knows the story. So I'm glad that I finally read it and I can like put it on my horror shelf and, you know, be done with it. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's been a long time since I've vlogged. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video on YouTube. So I would love to hear from you guys, whether it's through a comment or a like. Let me know that you were here. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to keep seeing videos from me. Am I irrelevant? It's fine if you think so. I would just like to know how many people actually watch my channel as opposed to like bots or people who randomly click it, because I see the view count, but that's not always like telling of how many people actually watch my videos. So please just leave me a comment saying anything you want. If you've read these books, I would love to know your thoughts on them. Something that lets me know that you were here. All right, guys, so that's all for now. I will see you. Oh, the lighting, what's happening here? So I'll see you in my next video.